Have you ever held a coin so old that it feels like a direct link to another era, a time of kings, empires, and world-changing history? Well, today's coin does exactly that. Our spotlight is on the 19011 penny UK coin, a bronze piece that marks both an end and a beginning in British history. Welcome back to Coins Heritage, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind coins from around the world. If you enjoy exploring the design, history, and hidden value of old coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you never miss another journey through time and treasure. Now, let's step back to the early 20th century, the year 1901. Britain was at the height of its empire, ruling territories across the globe. But it was also a year of deep national change, because 1901 marked the death of Queen Victoria, bringing an end to the Victorian era and ushering in the Edwardian era under her son, King Edward VII. That means the 19011 penny was the final penny of Queen Victoria's reign, making it one of the most historically significant coins in the British penny series. Let's begin with its design, which perfectly reflects the dignity and strength of that time. On the obverse, or front side, you'll see the portrait of Queen Victoria, the so-called old head or veiled head design, created by Sir Thomas Brock. It shows the Queen in her later years, wearing a small crown, veil, and royal jewelry. Around the edge reads, Victoria de Gra Brit Regina Fid, Deaf Eind Imp, which translates to Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Empress of India. This long inscription reflects not only her role as monarch but also Britain's global power during her reign. Now, flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll find one of the most iconic designs in British coinage, Britannia, the proud female personification of Britain. She sits facing right, holding a trident in her left hand and resting her right hand on a shield adorned with the Union Jack. The word 1 penny appears above her. With the date 1901 below, Britannia's image had been used on pennies for over 200 years, symbolizing strength, maritime power, and national pride. It's a timeless design that connects ancient Rome's goddess symbolism to Britain's modern empire of the time. The 1901 penny was struck in bronze, made from a mix of 95.5% copper, 3% tin, and 1.5% zinc. It weighs 9.4 grams and measures 30.8 millimeters in diameter, much larger and heavier than today's pennies. When you hold one, you can really feel its age and substance. Now, let's talk about minting and circulation. The Royal Mint in London produced about 47 million of these coins in 1901. Meaning it was a widely used piece of money in its time. These coins would have circulated through shops, pubs, markets, and factories all across Britain and the wider empire. But despite their large mint, their historical importance makes them highly collectible today. So what about value? In well-circulated condition, a 1901 penny is typically worth between £1 and £3. In fine or very fine condition, values rise to £5, £10. However, coins in uncirculated or near-mint state can fetch between £40 and £100, depending on their luster and strike quality. And if you find one with a beautiful deep chocolate or reddish-brown tone and minimal marks, collectors may pay even more. Proof or specimen examples, which were specially struck for collectors, can be worth hundreds of pounds. While not extremely rare, the 1901 penny is treasured for its symbolism. It's the last Victorian penny ever made. After her death in January 1901, new coins featuring King Edward VII began production later that same year, marking a historic transition in British coinage. This makes the 1901 issue especially meaningful. It represents the closing chapter of the Victorian era, a time of industrial progress, empire building, and immense cultural influence. Just imagine, this coin might have passed through the hands of people living under gas lamps, reading newspapers about the Boer War, or marveling at early automobiles rumbling down cobblestone streets. Every 1901 penny is a tiny piece of that bygone world. So, if you ever come across a 19011 penny UK coin, hold it close and remember, you're holding more than metal, you're holding history. It's a tribute to Queen Victoria's incredible 63-year reign and a symbol of a nation standing at the crossroads between the 19th and 20th centuries. And that wraps up our look at the 1901 1 penny UK coin, a small but mighty piece of history from the final days of the Victorian Empire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever found a 1901 penny in your collection? We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.